twice outside mines and my mother's, and then in the last few days, the batons passed by, and I've seen how many police outriders. But how much has this all costed? How much has this costed? I can tell you this, right? When I used to be a taxi driver, I picked up a few gentlemen with suits on outside Ibrox, and as we were driving across the wee Squinty Bridge, one of the and as I'm swerving all over the place, the police these days, to catch drunk drivers, they go for the ones driving in a straight line because everybody else is swerving all over the place to avoid the potholes. And so the guy says, as I'm swerving over the potholes, he says, "How are you finding the roads these days, my man?" I says, "Well, what do you mean?" He says, "Well, you finding all the potholes, are they getting fixed?" I says, "Well, obviously no, look at the state of the place." He says, well, that's, you blame the Commonwealth Games, and what we should call it is just the Common Poor Games, as I say, because the state of Glasgow's roads, the state of the schemes of Glasgow, what is the legacy? If you go about Glasgow today, drive past a sports ground, drive past the football fields of the schools and the communities, and you'll find them padlocked with 20-foot fences. It's all. Kids can't go anywhere or can't do anything. If they want to go somewhere, they have to pay through the nose for the privilege to do it. So there will be no legacy.
I'm time just now, my man.
All the best,
I want to ask you another quick question. Where did you sit on the referendum? Where are you sitting on that, Tommy?
Yes, all the way. I was a no voter, or say no or undecided up to about 6 months ago, and then when you hear all the negative people saying, "Oh, don't do this, don't do that," that for me sealed it, because the more, and I think the yes people will win this, because the more a Scottish person hears, and I'm not truly Scottish, and I'm not really, not Scottish, I don't think it's about Scotland, or it's about being Scottish or Alex Salmond, it's about democracy. If we stay as we are, then we have got an undemocratic system. We have got a chance. People are fighting and dying all over the place for the rights to have their own independent state. We are giving it with a stroke of a pen. So everybody's out there with a stroke of a pen on the 18th of September. Go and get democracy for Scotland for the first time in my 42-year life. It's all about that. It's not about nationalism. I'm not a nationalist Scot. And it's not about Alex Salmond or SNP. I don't even like them. In fact, I detest some of the policies that they've got, and maybe we're in for a huge problem when they get in, but hey, at least it's Scottish problem and no anybody else's, because we're going to get a Tory government that we've never voted for, and surely Scotland deserves it. Rise up and be a nation. God bless, brother.
Tommy, thank you very, very much for that. It was good to chat to you, my man. Tomorrow we've got a very famous celebrity coming in who wants to...
Right, that's me. Thank you.